Uh, Kishorji, there are many kids in 12th grade and college who want to do something for the greater good of society. Uh, and a lot of them, for them, UPSC is one of the ways in which they think that their, passion and intent can be seen in reality. However, considering the statistics, of the number of people attempting the exam and, the number of people who finally join the services, what are other options for them to explore in the policy space that can either complement their preparation for UPSC or even serve as a foundation should they not make it to the UPSC, or maybe even both?
Okay. I think that's a that's a very interesting question, Vinayji. Uh, so this is how I'll answer this question. So when I was studying in IIT and IIM, during those days, what happens is when you are a student, you tend to get influenced a lot in terms of your career choices, right? Somebody will say, oh boss, um, these days people who are in investment banking, who are in consulting, are making tons of money, so we should definitely do that. And if you're not doing an investment banking, or if you're not doing consulting, then you're not that good. uh, then similarly, then there will be set of people who will be saying, boss, UPSC, it's a very safe job, mast sarkari usme raho aap, पैसे कमाने के भी बहुत मौके, all that thing, which is associated with a typical government kind of a job. So so the point I'm trying to say is there is a lot of noise when you are a student. But essentially what happens is, because of all these noise, uh, you tend to slightly deprioritize what is it exactly that you want to do, that you like. And I think fundamentally that should drive your career choices. So if your fundamental desire is really to do public service and really to contribute, in a meaningful way, UPSC, I would say, is just one of the way. And it is definitely not, see, UPSC, uh, uh, hardly, if you see, there are 1,000 seats, maybe 1,200. I do not know the exact number these days, maybe not more than 1,000 seats. Does it mean that only 1,000 people in the country can do public service? Definitely not. There are so many people. And on the contrary, are all the 1,000 people who have been selected as civil servants, are they really contributing meaningfully to the society? Some of them are. I won't say that all of them are contributing. So if your fundamental driver in career is to do public service, I would say that UPSC is just one of the way. For people like us, Dr. Kaushik is here, Abhas is here, Manmohanji is here, I am also here. We are strictly not a we are not UPSC candidates, but we are also contributing meaningfully, tangibly to the entire policy, to the national development, system in our own ways. I have a cousin who is actually, doing, who is actually started a NGO called Sarthak. She's based out of Lucknow, and she's doing a phenomenal job. She's actually providing out of school, teaching to those slum kids who do not have access to schools. That is real transformation, rather than sitting in an office chamber and taking decisions. Even if you, so I would say, the benefit that UPSC offers are definitely, unquestionably good. It provides you a great platform, but that's just one small pie of the entire gamut. There are NGOs, there are research institutions, there are consulting organizations which keep adding value, because government, if you see, does not require only a UPSC kind of a skill set. It requires technical skill set. It requires practical skill sets who know what is happening, at grassroots levels. It requires international outlook. It requires investment. It requires economic understanding. It requires a gamut of skill sets, and all of these skill sets together, I would say, contribute to the policy. And therefore there are multiple ways. So that would be my answer, Vinayji.
Uh, Kaushikiji, Manmohanji, Abbasji, anything to add to that? We'd love to hear your inputs too.
Yeah, so I think Kishorji has already said that there is no one route to ensure that you serve the society. And I just want to refer, most of you might have watched the Three Idiots movie, saying that what or any books you might have read, and we read all these great leaders, in sports and economy and politics and all that. And one thing common is that, whatever you want to do in your life, do you love doing that? You will create the path. You don't have to wait for someone else to create the path, whether it is UPSC. What if UPSC decided to stop recruiting in 5 years from now? Will you stop your career? No, you will not. So I have seen people how they create, listen to Pulela Gopi Chand, and recently I hold a webinar and I was talking to him. The way he created whole badminton, champions in the country. He went with begging ball to raise money, the kind of struggle he had while he was a champion of the country. But he completely turned around and created champion one after other. And there are many such examples, right? So I would only say that, the existing career path may or may not be there in the future, given the VUCA world we live in today, right? So if 25 years old thinking about career for next 40 years, let's keep also that in mind, that what am I going to create? Of course, government is going to be there, and UPSC is a great way to serve. There is no doubt about it. But is that the way? Government has started recruiting lateral hiring as well, right? We have seen how academic, research are useful to ensure, our ambition of becoming a 10 trillion economy and all that. How one can contribute around that. We know how our aspirational district example, bottom of the districts in the country, can contribute into overall human development index of the country. So there are multiple ways, whether it is political or academic or bureaucratic or social, right? And there are multiple ways. It's just about oneself. What am I looking for? How much money I look for? Many people comes into IAS because of Lal Batti. Lal Batti bhi hata diya, right? So at least power is there, or different types of power, right? What is it? मैं झारखंड का रहने वाला हूँ. झारखंड बिहार में मतलब सरकार में आना है, पावर है. या तो जंगल जमीन है आपके पास, या तो पावर है. उसके बाद सर्विस तो हो जाता है. But these days there are a lot of people who actually want to serve. And the way Kishore ji said, example, what is the purpose? What am I looking for in my life? Right? And nothing is wrong or right. Livelihood is also important, right? Basic comfort is critical. It's an individual decision. The clarity in that might be able to help oneself to create path instead of just fitting into one of the framework. That's all I want to say. Are you looking for meaning, learning, joy, and pride in life? If yes, can you define into something which will help you to step into some of the learning curve or your career path? That's all. Thank you.
Vinay, I would just like to add that it's also okay to take, not decide on a career immediately when you are in your, early 20s. Because like you said, we are, as students, we are bombarded with information, and we also don't know what our passions are at that point. So it's also okay to fail in a way. It's okay if you start a career and don't like it. It's okay to change course in the middle of your career. I'd just like to share my own journey a little bit. When I started working in public policy, which was sometime in 2005, public policy was a completely almost an unknown area. Nobody really knew what public policy was. It was a very nascent, at a very nascent stage. And before that, I was working with with NDTV media firm, and I switched to public policy by joining PRS Legislative Research, which had just started then. And the idea of working with members of parliament was something, and providing them research support was something completely unheard of at that time. I mean, there were people in my own family who would just ask me, really, you are doing this? Do they really listen? I mean, people didn't even understand what policy was. They would say, what policy? You mean LIC policy? I still remember explaining what that we do research on bills to somebody. And that person turned around and said that, oh, aap wo MPs ke bills bharte ho kya? So that is, I mean, so from that point, things obviously have changed significantly now, and lots of youngsters are interested in public policy, and they are getting involved in various ways. And my co-panelists, both co-panelists have discussed the various career options. I would just like to say that don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay. I mean, UPSC nahi bhi hua, kya farak padta hai? There are other options, and it's okay that you can choose to do other things. And even if you don't want to do public service immediately, you can switch to public service at a little later in life, when maybe you are more financially secure and able to take that step ahead. It's not that I don't think as long as you are doing something that is that keeps you financially, mentally, as well as physically happy, it's okay to choose whatever career that suits your lifestyle and your aspirations. If you are okay with being a consultant, or working with an NGO, or being in a research organization, you can choose those careers at any point in your time, in your life. It's not necessary that you have to choose them right at the time when you are a student, and it's not like that's the only thing that you have to do for the rest of your life. So many people change careers midway, even at a late stage. So throughout its life is about learning new things. So throughout your life, you can keep learning, keep changing, and keep following your heart and doing what really interests you, and that will keep changing through in the course of your life. That's just my perspective about this question.
Abbas ji?
Yeah, Nanda, I totally echo what Koshki just mentioned, and I was one of those uh, folks who never knew what I want to do, and I don't know if I still know what I want to do in the long term or not, but I would always try different things, and would never plan my career in that sense. And I would just join an organization or do an internship, and then realize, in most cases, that this is something which I don't want to do. And early in my career, right after my undergrad, I thought UPSC could be something which I want to pursue. But first job in, I realized, no, that's something which I would hate. So I totally agree with Koshki that it's all right to not know what you want to do, and so just try and taste as many bits as you want, which would at least give you a sense of something that you don't want to do. And UPSC could definitely be one of those that was, at least in my case. So yeah, I think just try around a bit, and taste as many different career options. I've changed not just organizations, but within organizations, as many projects. So yeah.
Lot of perspectives which converge at the same time, touched upon different areas.